Good morning. Today is December the 2nd, 2022. In light of yesterday, I thought I would make this a bit of a health update on how I'm doing so far. I seem to have stabilized with the winter, at least I hope so. It was a tough week. Like, I guess almost 6 days straight, one dinner having that much influence. Don't get me wrong, there was also errands almost on the daily during the course of the week. And of course, I have some more to do today, although I'm feeling better for it today. I think I hope that the winter isn't going to affect me any worse than it has. It means getting around slower, but I can still get around. It means I have to really push myself to get around, but I can push myself. So, as far as that goes, we're in good shape. Considering I didn't, I was concerned what kind of shape I was going to be in for this winter. If it doesn't get any worse than this, I actually I'm positive that it won't be as bad as I had anticipated. Of course, it could always get worse. We'll play it by ear, of course. I'll play it by feet. The one thing which was a bit of a disappointment yesterday, I can get around the house, and I do get around the house without the patch, just with my reading glasses. I'm on my phone a lot. Sometimes on the computer, although I'm finding out, unless I have a show like Andor to draw me in, I tend to stick with the phone. It's closer, the alignment isn't as pronounced. In fact, actually, when it's close, when I'm looking on my phone, looking at ePhone, when I'm looking through my viewer on the phone, because I guess you can adjust its field of depth, it actually is pretty good. And it's actually really good in that I love having a 3D world. That even considering what I'm going to be getting into, there is the 3D element of my vision is now, I think, clicked. As far as I can tell, and with fingers crossed, everything now it seems that the eye is always on the way I describe it. Although, again, I still have the depth of field, double vision, and that is what I was going to get into right now, because yesterday I was getting along, even with my condition not being so great, I was getting along around the house. Everything was going fine, and then I needed to do errands, so I dressed up, and oops, I'm wearing my reading glasses, which isn't going to help me for the errands I'm going to be running. Fine. So I came back up and stairs. I came back in, and I thought, you know what? Things are going pretty good. Let's see what life is like without the patch, and life doing errands. I think I already told you. I have been wearing it because even though it's been now 6 weeks since the operation, it hasn't. I'm not there yet. But yesterday, I hoped to gauge how it's going, and it was okay. As far as I had my other glasses, my depth far vision, for far vision specs on, and it was again the world in 3D. When you've been deprived of it, I still get a kick out of it. Something that I think most people take for granted, I now can take for granted too. But I'm still not over the. I was gonna say euphoria, but it's not quite euphoria. It's just fun. It's just seeing the world in a different perspective, and being deprived of it. I don't know. You gotta have gone through strabismus to understand the giddiness that it puts you in, or maybe that's just me. That said, the double vision is. It looks like it will be now I can only gauge it because now there hasn't been much of a change in the past couple of weeks. It was incremental up until then. The last couple of weeks, no, the double vision will stay. I've been doing uh, the movement of the eye. It's sort of focused. Like I have now almost like a glass eye. That's the only other way I can sort of explain it. Yeah, it's focused straight on. It's got a little bit of movement, and true to my surgeon's prognosis, it is no longer leaning to the right, which is, as it was explained, it will eventually get to the center. And now it's in the center. The double vision is still a thing. It's I call it ghost double vision because it is different than what it was pre-operation, but the post is still disorienting, and it's also uncomfortable. It is really weird when you think you're looking at four people and it turns out that there are actually two, because you see, especially in the peripheral, that's where that comes into play. Or you reach for something and you reach for the double. You didn't reach for it is what it is. It's kind of okay, it's a quirk, but it's like, you know what? I'll wear the badge. It makes life just easier to maneuver with. And that's what life is, right? I mean, it's supposed to be easy, but you can at least make it as easy as you can. Anyways, that's what's going on with that. I have errands to run today, and I'm okay with it. Like I really had to push myself last couple of days. Today, maybe it's because of the last couple of days, I had rested up and then pushed myself through the physicality of it all. Came home exhausted and worn, and catered to when you've got a spinal cord injury, you know what works and you know what doesn't. So I knew it would work if I just kept it low key and no drama and no pushing myself, just because I had something else to do tomorrow, kind of thing. And yes, I have. Today is going to be a bit of a. Yesterday was too. I need my cart. It's a shopping day for me, groceries. And yesterday was a part one. Today will be part two. And I've got a couple of other stuff which I I pushed it just until okay. Now I was always hoping I could be rested up for it, which I am. And now I've got a couple of other stops to make on this grocery day. So anyways, that's, I didn't expect to have to. And of course, I'm in charge of my content, so it's not that I had to, but I didn't think I was going to do another health update, but here we are, because I'm kind of happy that what was going a bit rough, it's been a rough week, but between the combination of resting up and pushing myself seems to, for now, be working, except for needing to wear the patch for a lot longer than I anticipated. We're still projecting for January, when they're going to look at it again and see what more can be done. And sorry, I was going to thumbs up it, but I don't know what the thumbs up is yet. So it's a fingers crossed that they'll be able to do something sooner than just soon. What else can I say? Anyways, that's what's going on behind the patch this morning. I hope you guys have a really good day. I hope I do too. It's going to be a day. But anyways, take care. We'll talk to you later.